Assalamu alaikum and welcome to educational specialist Brother Junaid Bhayet. Welcome to the program.
Wa Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah.
You definitely sound like a vibrant life coach, and especially for children. I can imagine what it must be
Yeah,
like to be trained under you. What age do you
Alhamdulillah. This is
go ahead?
Alhamdulillah. This is how I've always been. I've always been full of energy at any time when you call.
That's fantastic. It's
See,
contagious, hey, and we needed this. I think at the end of the show today, especially. So, what age group do you coach?
I coach personally from 8 years old up to about 19, and now and then I go, with the kids that are over like 19 and 20. But the majority of my coaching is 8 to 18, 19.
Right, and why that age group, and what sort of interest do they have in this kind of training?
Coaching is not only for kids that have problems or behaviors, despite that's what we're having right now, especially after COVID. Kids have now more social anxiety, more worries, more challenges than ever before, especially in mental health. But there are a
Right.
lot of parents that are also preparing their children for example, for a future. Like a lot of parents will tell me, I'm preparing my for for university or for Oxford or for Cambridge, where they've got career paths already set out, and they want
Hmm.
to equip them with skills to have an edge over others, especially in their
Right.
emotional intelligence, in things like that.
Hmm. And so, do you do the training online?
I do it. There's four ways in which we can deliver this training. We do it. There is an online where you can do it at your own pace, in the comfort of your home via our e-learning portal. Then we have a 12-week live Zoom webinar session where every week on Sunday night at 8 p.m. We have a 2-hour session where I teach them all the tricks and the psychology, the science behind the science. That's the live Zoom session. And then we have a 5-day training, which is a live 5-day, full 5 days of training. And then the fourth one is where we get requests to do personal, private one training, for example, for leaders, and a lot of principals do it on a private one-on-one level. So those are the four ways in which we deliver. In fact, our 12-week live webinar program is starting on Sunday, the 7th of January, and will finish on the 24th of March, inshallah.
Now, is this the training the trainers program, or are you talking about the kids you coach?
This is the trainers, train the coaches.
Excellent. Excellent. And I'm sure there's quite an interest in this area, hey?
Oh, Alhamdulillah, there's a huge demand. In fact, it's the second fastest growing career after technology, life coaching,
Excellent, excellent.
and
And I think
especially
the
life
credit,
coaching for kids.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Also, the fact that it's, certified training, is you accredited and
Yes, we,
certified. That's
we
important.
international, yeah, most are internationally accredited and certified, so you can practice anywhere in the world.
Hmm. So, where are you based? Because if one wants to do the 5-day live training, where would one access this?
We run it all over the country. If for us to do it, for example, in area. We come in. I run the training in Johannesburg, in Sandton. I run it in Benoni. I run it in Cape Town. I run it in Durban. Durban is the most because I'm from Durban, based in Durban on the north coast. I run a lot of the trainings in Durban. But yeah, it's run all over the country. Mainly two places is Durban and Sandton.
Right.
Once a
And
year, and then 5 days in Sandton and 5 days in Durban.
okay. And what have you identified as the most common problem that children are having that require this sort of guidance and training?
right right now, low self-esteem and worry, anxiety, worry. The biggest worry
Hmm.
amongst children. I conducted a survey in
Hmm.
2023 from after Ramadan. This was in April, towards the end of April, right to end of August. We surveyed kids from grade 4 right up to grade 7, and this was like about 3,700 odd kids. The
Mm.
number one worry, the number one challenge they were facing was worry. Worry, not about school or academics, but worry, would others like me? Would I fit in?
Aha.
Or I'm not good enough? So that is
Mm.
the
Mm.
number one challenge, which was actually quite surprising in the research that,
Yes.
it's more worry than what they're actually supposed to be doing, like school and, things like that.
Yeah, well, I think it's worrying for us to think that, they're not really, the worry is not about where am I going to get to in life. It's more about where am I at
Exactly.
in life.
Yeah,
And well, it's normal, I guess. But at the same time, I think this generation has proved to be quite challenging. And I'm sure over the years, every generation would have had their particular challenge. So I think it's very important that we enlighten ourselves on what it is that the kids, what is it that we can do for these kids so that they can overcome these hurdles. It's always difficult. It's a very difficult age group also that you're working with. You're right in the heart of the adolescence. Lots of difficulties there. But
absolutely.
yeah, if we had more time, I would have highlighted the social media pandemic, if I can call it that. And also the fact that you mentioned COVID 19 and the social phobia that's become a problem as a result. We also find that attitude towards learning has changed a lot. There isn't that interest, it's just let me just get on with this, not do my best, just get through and that's it. Do you find that that's a trend as well in your experience?
Very much. I actually conducted an assessment yesterday. A brilliant child, highly intelligent, going from grade 7 to grade 8. And without studying, he gets 90 plus all the time.
Right.
But his attitude is, I don't need school. I can do something on the internet. I can play games. I can design an app and I can, earn money. I don't need to go to school and university like my parents. So it's a
Mm.
whole different attitude towards academics with this
Right.
generation. And now that they're born in technology and in the age of technology, they
Yes,
see it very differently compared to us.
that's right. That's right. And at the same time, then we can't force what we think is right because you never know if he might make a success of. Although I'm not condoning the fact that he mustn't finish school, but there might be quite a brain there, and he might develop something amazing. So,
It will
I
definitely.
yeah, yeah. But that's very, very interesting, Junaid. We've
Indeed.
only got time for that much so of
Oh,
our
okay.
discussion. Sorry, but
Indeed.
we just ran
No
late
problem.
because we were trying to connect with one of our guests live out of Gaza, and obviously we had problems there, so we
Next time,
our
inshallah.
interview with you was a bit delayed, but I would love to chat to you about this in more detail because I think it's very important. It's also that time of the year when parents are now,
Yes,
preparing for the schooling. And I said parents, but in fact, like you would say, kids should be preparing. And how do we prepare them? So I think we need to do this properly.
absolutely. Let's do it again, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. Keep that
Jazakallah
vibrancy.
khair.
Keep that vibrancy.
All
It's
right.
contagious.
It
And
is.
yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Jazakallah khair. Enjoy your day and
Jazakallah khair.
compliment.
Take care. Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa
Ameen.
rahmatullahi wa
Wa alaikum
barakatuh.
salam, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for. So we're wrapping up today's edition of News and Views with Najma Khota. I look forward to being with you tomorrow at the same time. That's between 8 and 10 a.m. only on Salam Media. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.